in Abu Dhabi, 35 degrees Celsius, which is about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. But of course, we're in the desert. But in many places around the world, scorching temperatures, growing populations, and scarce water resources have created a food crisis that impacts millions of people around the world. But a UK company has developed a creative and sustainable, they say, solution. Seawater Greenhouse is being recognised here in the UAE with a nomination for the Zayed Future Energy Prize, which honours work on sustainability and renewable energy. Well, today I spoke via webcam with the company's founder, Charlie Paton, about what his company does exactly.
You probably realise that just about everything about the name, Seawater Greenhouse, describes what we do, but it also sounds very contradictory because everybody knows that you can't use seawater to grow plants. However, seawater is very abundant and we use it for creating this greenhouse design, which is actually the opposite of a conventional greenhouse. If you think of a normal greenhouse, you also think of a hothouse. And most greenhouses are in temperate climates, and people use them to retain the heat and to make it a bit warmer inside and to be able to control the climate conditions. Our greenhouse is the opposite of that because it's always cooler inside than outside. And we achieve that by evaporating seawater. I don't know if you have a picture of the front wall of the greenhouse, but it's one huge cardboard evaporator. In fact, I don't know if you can see, I've got a piece of it here as it happens. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, we can see it.
We trickle seawater down this pad, and it has a very large surface area. So the surface area of this pad is about 30 times bigger than the surface area of the face of it.
Okay.
So just like if you pour a bucket of water over your head and stand in front of a fan, you will cool down very quickly. Well, that's exactly what we do to the greenhouse.
Now, show us that pad again and tell me what it's made of, because your greenhouses in general are made from very simple pumps, fans, cardboard and plastic.
Yeah. This is cardboard, and in fact, you think that once you pour water over it, the whole thing will disappear into a sort of soggy heap on the ground. But what actually happens, and it's a rather nice trick, that you know how on a tap, for example, you get scale around the white scale of calcium?
Sure.
Or you might get calcium inside a kettle.
Yeah.
Well, when you run seawater down here, there's a lot of calcium in the seawater, and it's rather like the tap. But when the thing dries out, because we turn the pumps off every night, so the pad has a chance to dry out very slowly, the calcium in the seawater crystallizes and forms a very thin shell of calcium. So in a sense, what we're doing is using the cardboard as a substrate for building what you could say a coral reef. It's the same material. It's like a seashell. So it becomes hard and brittle like a seashell.
And so what are the larger implications for this? Does it allow places like the UAE, places in North Africa, to grow lush vegetation in environments that otherwise wouldn't be able to?
Exactly. That's the intention, and that's what it does achieve. And that's what we've realised with the pilots that we've undertaken, that it enables cultivation of greenhouse-type crops, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, that sort of thing, in hot, arid places where it would otherwise be impossible.
All right, and winners of the Zayed Future Energy Prize will be announced here in Abu Dhabi in January. All right, watching the tropics once again. Forecast.